What's up, guys? Dave Van Auken here. The red light is on. Felicia Spencer's there somewhere in Canada right now. What's up, Fee? How are you?
Great, great. Near the South Shore of Montreal is where I'm at.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty
I
wild. It
know, I'm
looks
never
sunny.
home. I miss I miss home.
I know Orlando misses you, Fee.
What was that?
Orlando
Sorry.
needs Felicia Spencer back. Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm breaking out a little bit.
yep. You hear me now? You see me now? You're good?
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah.
Okay. Last week was one of the first weeks you and I've missed. You were doing a lot of traveling, like you said. You are in Canada. I was doing commentary work for Biloxi, and just the days went fast, family stuff, and it was one of the first weeks we have missed in a long, long time. Did you have a nugget? Did you have something that you were leaning into last week, or like, hey, I don't mind. Maybe it's okay to skip the test 1 week. Well, did you feel that way?
Yeah, kind of. I didn't look at the card very much, and then we talked about it, and then I was like, well, I guess if, we kind of decided that we might be skipping the week before the weekend anyway. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I now even looking back, I'm like, who was even fighting? Oh yeah, it was Blankovich, and yeah,
yeah.
it was. I would have leaned Blankovich, but after the fight, if they rematched, I don't know if I still would, but hey, he won, so.
Yeah, it's so funny that you kind of brought that up, and I guess let's just spend a minute on that one, and then we'll definitely go forward to UFC Vegas 55. Holly Holm versus Vieira. So Jan does all these great leg kicks all through first round, and I know Rakic is saying now he went in with an injury, but you as a high level fighter, you guys never go into a fight 100% healthy. And if he had a little bit of a leg injury and Jan did major damage to that leg, like he should get credit for that win. I don't know why MMA fans and some MMA media like discount those wins. Like people,
Yeah,
there's some
no,
fans that still
it's
discount
a
Cheeto
win.
Vera's win over Sean O'Malley. Like he created the injury, so O'Malley got hurt to win. Like I don't get
Exactly.
it.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
like Roxanne beating Macy Barber. It's like
right.
same thing. She beat her because she battered her, that's what happened. And she got injured, like
Yeah.
sure it wasn't like the same kind of beating that you normally see, but yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Same page. I like it. I like it. All right. UFC Vegas 55. A lot of really cool and interesting fights. A lot of the betting lines are really close. I think there's one mega favorite that I don't know. I mean, it's got some red signals on it on the underdog. Parker Porter plus like 500. It's kind of juicy to me. But let's start with your absolute lock. You're 12-3 in 2022. That's a great number. Let's get to 13-3. What's your lock on UFC Vegas 55?
Yeah, so this one, I've been really interested in the Chidi Njokuani
Yes.
show. I actually
Yes.
met Chidi's brother Anthony Njokuani in when he fought for Eagle FC, and then I kind of did some research on Anthony because I was getting ready to talk about him and talk to him. So I realized, oh, his brother just was on the Contender Series, and he's in the UFC, and Anthony used to be in the UFC, so it's a little team of when you have a good training partner that is similar to you and can push you. Like he's got a big brother that fought in the UFC before him, and so yeah, I'm really big on him. He's got really nice striking. He's a real long, tall, lean guy. So he's taller than his opponent. Reach is bigger. He's a striker, so that's nice for the strikers. His opponent obviously still very talented. I hadn't really
Yeah.
heard of him just because I'm more familiar with Chidi. But yeah, I'm really a fan. So I'm looking at that fight. He's a favorite, but not like a huge favorite. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that as a maybe a decision or maybe even a knockout, honestly.
Okay. Okay. I like that pick. Yeah. The last time I saw it was in like, he's minus 150 or 135. Like that's not a heavy favorite. So that's a bold lock. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's transition into the your upset pick. We coined it your Felicia Spencer's phenomenal pick. We've been doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks and years and years and years.
Yeah.
We're 69. We're just a couple away from being 500. I think 500 of picking upset picks would be pretty incredible.
Yeah, I
So
would be happy with that. That's a good
yeah,
goal.
yeah, I think so. So there's a couple on there. Like I said, Parker Porter is the biggest underdog on this fight card. getting close to near plus 500, which is wild to me. But who's your phenomenal pick? Who's your underdog that you're betting your money on this weekend?
Yeah, this one was a little like I kind of went back and forth, but I ended up picking Chase Hooper. I
Yeah.
mean, what's not to like about Chase Hooper? He's adorable, you know. But he's also a really good striker and a great grappler. So I think he's got all the tools, and I think the UFC really likes his personality, and his matchup is a tough matchup, but I think it's really winnable. He's the underdog, so I was like, I really believe in Chase Hooper to come out with the victory in that one. I think he's just so well rounded, and his skills on the ground. I think when I looked up his opponent, both Chase and his opponent had like the same number of TKOs and submission wins or something really close. So they're both really well matched up. But I think Chase is I don't know, he's got confidence in his skills, and I think it's going to show in the cage. And I like that upset.
Nice, nice. I like that too. It's always good to kind of, especially when you're in the underdog role. At least Chase Hooper has a path of victory. His, grappling and submission skills are just so high level. And if he gets in some kind of funky transition or some kind of funky, spot on the ground, Chase Hooper can grab a leg, an ankle, a knee, Dars, like he can grab something out of left field and get the job done. So I like that. Okay.
Yeah, he's beat other high level grapplers, so I
Yeah.
definitely see it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Chase is really good, and he hasn't fought in a long time. He did the whole win one, lose one, win one, lose one, I believe, and now I think he's been off for 10 months. I think that's good because he is so young. I just think he needs to get. I think older people know this. Like he just needs to get like dad strength. He needs to get no, when you're a male body at 33 and 23 is totally different. That's just what it is.
True. Very
So
true.
I think 10
Yeah.
months off for Chase, I think will be really good. I'm intrigued with that matchup for sure. But
Yeah, it'll
okay,
be a
that's
fun
cool.
one.
I like those picks. We didn't mention, to me, the people's main event is that co-main event with Pons and Vieira. That fight,
Yeah.
and we had a betting show last night, Fee, and I said if anyone who's 100% sure on that fight is absolutely lying to you, because I can
Yeah.
see a submission, either guy, round one. I can see a 15-minute war. I can see like a horrible fight because like both guys don't want to do anything. Like I don't know. Like I'm intrigued. So where do you see this main event going?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun fight. I would bet against it being a boring fight. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I know sometimes it's like when you have two people that are so similar. I think Pierre is just I don't think he's ever gonna have a boring fight. He's just wild, and I think he would prefer to lose than to have a boring fight. So
Probably.
if I had to pick, I would think I would lean Pierre.
Okay.
Pierre. Um, but yeah, it was tough. I was thinking about picking him, and then I was like, oh man, like Santiago is so good too, and he's got some.
Yeah.
When you really look at like who he's beat, he really has beat like awesome guys. He's got Neil Magny, I believe he beat, and obviously like Mike Perry, and the list goes on. So yeah, top level guys. That's going to be a fun fight. It almost makes me forget who's even in the main event, which is crazy
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
an awesome fight too. Holly Holm and Caitlin Vieira. That's a fun one too.
Yeah, we'll jump into the main event one second. Yeah, with Pons, before he had like back-to-back knee / leg injuries, before he had those injuries, like a lot of people had him in that dark horse, kind of like where that Benny DeRush is, kind of like a forgotten name in the weight class, and he was like ranked 7th and 5th, and he was like this really dark horse, but a couple bad injuries, and then he came back and lost, I believe, right away, and it kind of derailed him a little bit, and that's life, and that's the fight game, but just his skills are really high level. And I think I'm leaning Pons, but like, I don't know. Like that fight, I kind of don't want to pick. I don't want to make any bet. Just I want to enjoy. I'm going to drink a Coca-Cola, have popcorn, and enjoy the fight. All right. In the main event, Holly Holm and Caitlin Vieira. I love this fight. I don't know if you've seen it at all. A lot of social media, dislike or angst against Holly Holm, which I don't get. Like to me, she's an absolute darling of the sport. She had one of the greatest wins, knockouts in the history of the game. And then not even that, she's won 3 out of her last 4. Like everyone thinks she's like gifted title fights and gifted main event spots, but she's a big name. She's a big brand. She's got, they can show that highlight of her kicking Ronda Rousey a lot, and I get it, but I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Holly Holm. I think Caitlin is the younger fighter. I think she's the more dynamic fighter now in 2022. She
Yeah.
just defeated Misha Tate 6 months ago, 5 months ago. So like this is like one of those like, is Caitlin putting? She defeated Kat Zagano, Sarah McMahon. Is she going to put like another gravestone of like, an MMA legend of Holly Holm under her, or is Holly Holm going to kind of push the young guard away? I'm so intrigued with this. I can't wait.
Yeah, it is really interesting. And yeah, I think people give Holly Holm I don't know, they're a little hard on her, I guess. It's
Yeah,
not like I mean, why wouldn't you take the opportunities that are given to you? If you're offered the spot that you're in, take it. Good for her. It's a little, maybe just a little jealousy. I don't know.
yeah. No, you're right.
Um, it's a little bit of that. I mean, it's an unfair sport, but it's an unfair world. That's just the way the world works. Like some people get the position that they're in, the timing of it is just, it works out, and it's not fair, but it is what it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree though. I think Ketlin being younger and not having held the belt before and just I feel like she's really motivated. Not that Holly's not. It just feels different, with
Yeah.
and up, someone still coming up rather than someone kind of, on the tail end, I would guess, of her career. So of her amazing career, so still a big fight, big position for both of them. You think the winner of that might get the winner of Amanda Juliana? I don't know.
Maybe like it's really intriguing. I don't know. Like I don't, if Amanda beats Juliana, like do they do it again? Like do they do a trilogy fight? Because does Juliana say, "Hey, I gave you the rematch. Do I get it again?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Like GDR beat Juliana Pena last. That's her last loss is GDR. Where she, I don't know. Of
Yeah,
course,
where is she? I don't know. I haven't
yeah,
heard of
yeah. I
her in
haven't
a
seen her
while.
in a while. And then there's always rumors of Valentina. Of course, like I said, last month I was at the PFL and all like every other subject about Kayla Harrison was about Amanda Nunes. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's just a lot of stuff
Yeah.
there. And we've talked about it. We really do think Amanda's coming towards the end. I would say, just my humble opinion, she has 3 fights or less. Like I don't see her fighting multiple more years and multiple more opponents. I think she wants to get the Juliana Pena back. I wouldn't even be surprised if she beats Pena and walks away.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I guess like you said, it kind of would depend. I feel like if she wants to hang on to the featherweight belt, even if she didn't get the bantamweight belt, I feel like she could just hang on to the featherweight belt and try to defend it. And maybe if she ever lost that belt, then maybe just hang it up. But as long as
Yeah,
she's the champ and winning, and if she's not taking too much damage, because she did take damage in her last fight, and that's really what it comes down to for a lot of people. But
sure.
if you're like just you know going out there and winning without taking too much damage as a featherweight, then keep going.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it's tough to say.
it is. It is. Well, yeah, just kind of hearing from both of us, it looks like we're both kind of maybe leaning Ketlin Vieira, which is she's the underdog. And it was funny when I saw that, I go, man, Felicia's been teasing this underdog and lock all together in one pick. I was like, that could be a
Yeah,
good one. That could be a sneaky underdog lock. But we passed on Caitlin.
yeah, it's hard to bet against Holly
It is.
too. So a good one, but it depends who it's against.
I agree. All right. Well, Fee, enjoy Canada. Enjoy the family. We'll definitely talk soon. And when you're back in Orlando, we will do this in person again. We have to go back to the jungle. We have to get some spunky and fun ideas. And the phenomenal pick, we're going to do it back live together in Orlando, Florida. Soon. Soon.
Yes, absolutely. Sounds good. I'll see you then.
Awesome. Later, Fee. Have a great day.